This looks a lot like Moscow. I'm just gonna wait the minute. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Yes, I know that we're an American plane over Rzhev. I just suck at setting up custom games, so it's the way it is, I guess. So it looked like on the website that there was going to be an open field area out here, two sides of the town with a river crossing, and then that side over there. Right now, I think this one was called Left Bank, so I imagine we're going to be fighting from there through here down that way, and I imagine there will be like a right bank where it goes, along that. Hopefully, eventually, they'll have one where we fight across, but it looks like there really aren't river crossings right now. Like, the bridges look like they're out. I'm also not sure if this side of the river's finished yet. Admittedly, I think this is still more urban than I was hoping for. Like, it is a good-looking map set, don't get me wrong, but I really was hoping for more field battle, and, like, I guess what I wanted was trench lines in the woods, and trench lines in the fields, and some rolling hills, and just not a town at all. But this isn't bad. It kind of reminds me of Moscow, but more built up. And I'm sure in, like, coming patches, the whole region will get expanded. I think with our dens, they came out with, like, 2 versions of it on the initial patch, and they've been coming out with, like, new modified versions of it, like, every patch where you attack from, like, different directions. I think this side probably looks a little bit more built up than this side. To be honest, I thought we were actually going to be fighting across the river when I first looked at the map earlier, or at least the one that they posted, but like I said, those bridges are very much so out. Although they could have a version where the bridges are repaired or have, like, little pontoon bridges or something. Plus, that area looks relatively shallow. I mean, there's literally a tank sitting in the water, so, Alright, let's get on foot. I really wish that, I'd actually spawned the correct forces, but... Huh. Well, at least there are Russians here. I guess we're just, attached.
Mayday! All right, at any cost, hold that position!
Yep, we'll enlist some Americans to the Soviets, along with all the equipment. That's why we're here. Totally not because I screwed up.
Come on! Yeah!
This is a cool looking environment, though. Maybe it's just because we can't go to the other side, but I am really curious about going to the other side. I am also kind of just curious about the objective placement. You know, I almost wish that we were fighting straight across here, just because I think that would make for a really interesting and challenging objective route. Although, admittedly, this direction isn't really much better. You're still going to be crossing relatively open areas and having to cross, like, creeks and streams.
I need cover. Reloading. You want more? Okay, we have to hold that point.
The tower over there is pretty cool. I guess the nice thing for the defenders here is that even though the objective's over here, they could definitely turn that area up there into a pretty strong fortified area to put fire down onto this area. Because, again, the approach back here is pretty wide open. Like, you're crossing basically open ground through a creek to get here. And if they start setting up, like, machine gun nests up there, like up there, and, like, AT weapons, or if they start parking tanks up there, they're probably going to be in a pretty commanding position. Like, I can imagine, like, I don't know, like a KV-2 sitting up there and just blowing up everybody as they try to cross that river and the AI gets stuck in the water because, you know, it's the AI, they're kind of dumb.
Yes.
Can you believe the audacity of these Germans to not allow me to take this point? Don't they know we're just tourists here trying to see the map?
Die already. Damn, my magazine's empty. Reloading. Capturing.
Boys are capturing the position.
Also, that bridge here to, like, reinforce this point for them, that is miserable. Like, they have to cross a river or take a little thin bridge, and that's how they get to defend their objective. That is awful.
Our men are capturing the position.
Reloading. Just died already. Ah, I need cover. Reload.
You know, I love these for their ammo count, but I really do feel like they shoot in circles.
Capturing.
If I could trust them to actually take this on their own, I really would like to just run around the map more.
We've captured the control point. Move out to the next one.
So I feel like the play, if you're defending, is to get spawn points up in, like, this building, and in, like, the area in the tree line over there, so that you don't have to come across this little bridge and go through the water. Likewise, if you know you're going to get pushed as the defenders here, I feel like parking a tank back here, or again, like a machine gun nest up there on that bridge, and you can just stitch them when they're coming across here.
My God, stay down.
Hey look, it's the premium boys. You know, sometimes I really do wonder about my AI. Likewise, like I said before, if you fortify this area up here, like, that's what they're capturing, right? So, imagine you put a machine gun in, like, right around here-ish. Maybe even up here, so that you're kind of blocked from that approach, but you can shoot them while they're in the building when they're trying to cap it. Or, up here, you can hit them when they're trying to cross that area. And then you can have, like, spawn points back here on, like, the second floor of this building, which are going to be, like, harder for them to get rid of, especially if you throw down, like, AT mines around that building. It's going to be a pain to get people out of there, and if they're wasting resources trying to get up here to get you out, then they're not wasting those resources into the building over there to capture it. The thing is, though, if they take this area up here going into this objective, I think it's going to make their lives a whole lot easier, because getting from there to here looks pretty easy compared to getting across that creek over there. So, really, like, it's not an objective, but holding that hill is going to be such a commanding position for either side, for the first, like, 2-3 objectives. Look at that. Can you believe the Germans are so kind to leave ammo just for me? Alright, maybe they didn't leave it for me. That's the other thing. I feel like paratroopers here are going to be a must. With all the, like, creeks and whatnot. This might actually be the kind of map where it's really worthwhile to drop outside the, like, main combat area, like, around the fringes, and put down spawn points with your paratroopers. I really do think people are going to get bogged down trying to cross all these streams and rivers. Exactly where I wanted it. Perfection. This is a cool looking area, though. I think the other nice thing is with a building like this, like, the areas where I think you want to defend are not the building itself, but rather all of the approaches to the building, because getting, like, once you're at the building, you can come in from the left, you can come in from the right, you can come in from the back, the roof, the windows, like... I don't think this building is particularly defensible, but I think that the open areas leading up to it absolutely are. Like, there's definitely areas where you can funnel the enemy and have, like, tanks or machine guns or whatever waiting to deal with them. Now we're starting to get into more of the urban fighting. Although I like that even though this is urban, a lot of these areas are longer engagement ranges than what you might find in, like, Berlin. Playing catch with that guy.
Our men are capturing the position. Fortifying our position.
I got a kill!
Again, I feel like this area right here is not that defensible. But, you know, like, you've got huge openings here and there and there. Like, I feel like this itself is not super defensible. The area's too porous. Like, even if you build barriers there, they can come through the building. And if you fortify, like, from that inside of the building, through there, over to there. They can still come around the sides or the back. But I feel like the areas outside of here are open enough that if you put the right assets in the right places, you can have pretty powerful fields of fire. Although I also do feel like the objectives are getting easier to take. I think the first few offer really commanding terrain for the defenders, but then at this point I feel like it's a lot easier for the attackers to get through here. Like, obviously we're like street fighting now, which can be really dangerous and swing both ways. But, I don't know. It's also not that far to get from those two objectives to each other. I was kind of hoping that these maps would be, like, larger. Like, I really like the way that Ardennes is kind of big and spread out. Not that this is, like, small, but the objectives are really close together. Like, we went from like, there to there to, like, there-ish. And we literally just, like, walked across the street, and that's the next objective. And now we're going, like, a block and a half up, and that's the next objective. So, I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit on the small side. At least with objective placement. I kind of wish there was, like, 200-300 meters between objectives, but that's just me.
You have to hold that point.
This is a cool building, though.
Hey, regroup on me. Reloading. Need cover! Give it up! Open up there! Here, I'm out! Reload!
Honestly, this doesn't feel that far off from playing a normal Enlisted game. It's just, like, a little bit more tame. It's a cool building. I wouldn't really want to fight up that way. I like the way that I came up. Again, this offers a pretty commanding position once you take it to, like, stop the Germans from reinforcing it. I'm curious how this map would play if we were fighting in the other direction. Well, hopefully that gives you a decent idea of what the new map is like. It's cool. Again, I kind of wish it was a little bit bigger, and I would like to see a version of it where we fight across both sides, but you know. It is what it is. So I believe that that's everything for the new update. I'll probably break this up into a couple videos. But yeah, get out there, kick ass, take names, and win your games.